It's happening. Say it louder for the people in the back. Yeah. Someone's gonna die. Just depends if you like tomatoes or not. I just want to have long hair because it's fun. Hello and good morning. Welcome back to another vlog. This video is going to be me getting out of a slump because I've been in the biggest slump for the last like 2 weeks. I tried to weekly vlog both weeks and I'm gonna scrap honestly everything that I did. I took the last 2 weeks off of running and gymming for my back and I've been seeing an osteopath, but I went on a first run yesterday and oh, it's so funny how not running for 2 weeks makes me like scared to run. But honestly, as soon as I got on a groove, I was just like, oh, I miss this. It truly is therapy and it just makes me feel so much better. And I honestly don't know how I can live without it now. So that's great. It's Monday today. My back is doing better. I'm actually getting a massage this afternoon, which is gonna hurt, but it's gonna be good because I'm just one tight girl. I honestly think people are genuinely shocked when they feel how tight I am. I don't know why, because I do stretch and I'm pretty flexible, I guess, for a 25-year-old. But yeah, I'm just like uber tight. My glutes are like super tight. My psoas here is really tight. And apparently I have one leg shorter than the other, which is funny. I've just got a lot of work to do on myself and my mobility and my muscle flexibility, I guess. I don't know. So I've been really trying to stretch as much as I can, work on my posture and all those things. I think because I had those 2 weeks off of running, it really threw out my routine and I just did not know how to structure my days because I felt really lost, and because a lot of my content is like fitness and it's going to the gym, I just did not know what to do with myself. Which, what does that say about me, honestly? But it's all right. So sometimes when I feel like that, one of the best things for me to do is just to not be so hard on myself and I let myself feel like shit and I let myself be unproductive and sit in a slump. Obviously, I've let it go a little bit too far because now I am very behind on everything that I need to do. But when I can, that's always my kind of go-to thing that usually helps me get out of a slump. So I think, right, like you're allowed to feel like shit today, have like a rot day, and then tomorrow we're back on the business, instead of taking that day, like constantly trying to be more productive on the day, and then the day's over when you didn't get anything done, but you could have had that day to just... Excuse me! Just barking at nothing. So that's what I've done, honestly, for the past 2 weeks, which is not good. However, I do recognize I've been very, dare I say, lazy. If there's one thing that I hate feeling, it's lazy, because when I feel lazy, I feel guilty. When you feel guilty, it like sucks all the joy out of your day, and I hate that. It's a new week. It is Monday today. We're gonna be productive. We're gonna get shit done. I know I just said sometimes you need to like let yourself feel those feelings, but then once it's done, you really need to be hard on yourself and say, we're getting back into action, because when you work for yourself, sometimes you do lack that motivation, and it can be hard to make yourself do those things. It's such a luxury to be self-employed, but it is very difficult to be disciplined with yourself and actually get stuff done. We started a nice little morning walk today with Charlie and my boyfriend. I don't know whether I'm gonna go to the gym today. I probably won't. I can already feel it because I did run yesterday, so I am feeling a little bit sore. I do kind of wish that I did go for a run this morning because the temperature is really nice. It's a little bit hot now, but at about 6 a.m. it was really, really nice. Just gonna throw on some makeup, nothing too crazy, but I do need to film some content today. I wanna do some planning. I really wanna plan videos because one of my New Year's resolutions was to, you know, create more content on YouTube particularly, and I don't plan anything ever. So Of course I'm gonna come to weeks and not know what to do if I haven't freaking planned. What do they say? Failing to prepare is preparing to fail. Finished look. I always hate when I first apply like lip liner and lipstick because it always looks super intense, but I like it when it starts to rub off, but it's still there a little bit. And I've just put my hair in a claw clip. I literally washed it yesterday and she's already a little bit oily. So I also picked up one of these heatless curling thingies because I saw, sorry the air is really loud, because I want to do more heatless curls even though I don't have that many opportunities to do it because most of the time my hair is sweaty. But I saw people doing the unicorn one. I'm a side sleeper for the most part, or actually I'm like a tummy with the head to the side sleeper, which is not good. I shouldn't sleep like that, but that's also probably causing me issues. But I saw people do the unicorn one and that seems like much more my jam. So I got one of these because I saw it and it was an impulsive purchase. And Charlie really wants to eat it. So also, just while I get out all my thoughts, I find it so funny when I see TikToks of people who aren't from Australia explaining the reasons why they don't want to come to Australia. And it's always because of the dangerous animals. From an Australian to you, if you also have that, like, I don't want to use the word misconception, but because we do have dangerous animals, but it's not like you go outside and you're just confronted with a snake. Unless you're living like in the outback or in more like rural areas. Like, don't get me wrong, yeah, there is, but I feel like people think that it's just everywhere and you cannot go anywhere without coming across a poisonous snake or a venomous spider and stuff, and it's just not the case. If you think about coming to Australia but you don't want to because of the dangerous animals, I would advise against it. Australia is not just one big bush. You know, I probably come across a snake like once or twice a year. If you're visiting Australia, you're probably going to the cities, you know, generally speaking, and I think you'll be right. You'll be fine. It's not that bad. It's not that dangerous, trust me. Otherwise, no one would live here. Say hi, Charles. You get shy? Oh my goodness. You're such a good girl. We also got her this new, it's one of those water bowls where you push it and the water comes through the little hole, because you are very messy when it comes to drinking your water. It's happening. I am more than halfway through Kingdom of Ash. I finished the tandem read. The tandem read was difficult. I definitely lost my momentum reading those two books, but they were good. Like every Sarah J Maas book, the endings are always so intense and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to know what happens. This, I feel like if it keeps going the way it's going, I think this might be my favorite Sarah J Maas book. Don't lose my spot. My favorite one currently is Mist and Fury, but holy, oh my goodness, literally from the get-go, I'm almost 60% through, and I started this like 2 days ago. This book is pretty big, and I'm not the fastest reader in the world, but I've been listening to the audiobook of this. I've been reading it all the time because it is so good. The whole thing, like sometimes her books will have like all the world building and it's a bit like slower and you're like, oh, okay, whatever. The whole thing so far has been 10 out of 10. I'm obsessed. Like everything is just coming together and I'm waiting to get like brokenhearted, like or whatever happens, because it's the final book in a series. Bad things are probably gonna happen. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so good. I'm gonna be so sad when it's over, but then I can read Crescent City 3. I knew people said Kingdom of Ash was their favorite, but it is so good. Oh my gosh, it's so good. The series is obviously really good, but this, it's probably gonna be my favorite if it keeps going the way it's going. So yeah, I don't know whether I'm gonna have breakfast yet. Oh, I need to change the date on the calendar. There is no better feeling than reading a good book and being excited about it and just all you want to do is read the book, that's the best feeling ever. That's also probably why the reason I felt like I've been in a bit of a slump. So I've just been reading this book because it's so freaking good. My brain just feels like it's in this world. It just is. All I want to do is read. Gets better than this. You take my hand and drive me head first. Oh no! I don't know how it gets better than this. I could have seen that happening from a mile away. So we are doing a to-do list. Can you not? No, don't lick my water bottle, please. Good old pen and paper here. My makeup actually looks really pretty today. No, don't eat out of the rubbish bin, please. Today, it is, whenever I put my hands on the desk, it like wobbles the camera. Today is the 19th of February, 1 month until my birthday. Isn't that wild? I need to figure out something to do for my birthday. Oh, I also need to remember I need to get, this is so random, $Dollar tickets today. They go on sale. Okay. Getting out of a slump 101. If there's one thing that I'm terrible at, it's scheduling, managing. I'm not like the most unorganized person. I don't do things necessarily super last minute. No, that's a lie. I definitely do. But I know that I could be so much better structured with my time management in my day-to-day life. So honestly, like time blocking, having like specific days of the week to do YouTube, to do Instagram, to do TikTok. And I know it sounds dramatic, but I don't do that. And I need to stop doing the same things that causes me my issues, because that's just insanity. What is Einstein? Are you eating something? Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Let me sit up a little bit. And that is what I do. I do the same things. I do the same, I have the same habits that cause me my things that I want to change in my life, you know? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Why does that happen every, like, I'm not kidding, like every time I ring you?
It took me so long to get one of these things for this camera. I had one for my previous vlogging camera. It's like a little battery charging thing. I just got it on Amazon, but I've got 3 batteries now that I can have on the go. So basically my camera can be fully charged at all times, because I don't know if it's because I film in 4K or what, but the battery honestly lasts about 40 minutes, maybe. Like, it's not great at all. So this is great. Why did it take me so long to get one? I don't know. Okay, I've just finished writing my to-do list. Got some content to film. I put on Walk Charlie, which we've already done this morning. I want to hit 10,000 steps. I need to edit the weekly vlog. I wrote down get $Dollar tickets. My massage is this afternoon. It's so funny because I know that to-do list is literally the key to just solving, not solving fully, but really helping my time management. And I swear by it, but I forget about it. And then weeks will go by and I think, why am I so like out of whack with my time management? And then I'll realize that I haven't been writing to-do lists. I honestly was not consistent with to-do lists for the majority of last year. So it's time to get back on my shit. Also, I feel like this is very fitting. My mantra today and my mantra of life. It says, worry is the interest paid in advance on a debt you may never owe. Say it louder for the people in the back. Worry is the interest paid in advance on a debt that you may never owe. Can someone get that tattooed on my forehead, honestly? Worrying about something that hasn't happened, you're basically putting yourself through it twice, or you're putting yourself through it for it to not actually happen at all. Will I stop doing it though? Probably not. Probably not. I've always been a physical calendar girly. I like physically writing things out. It helps my brain. However, I have seen a few people like Destiny, and I'm pretty sure Elise has a Notion. It gives me Pinterest vibes, like the whole aesthetic. My hair is just not having it today. Like aesthetic, organization, calendar, like cute vibes. Maybe I should make a Notion and make it real cute and stuff. Is it free? I don't think it's free. Get Notion free pricing? Oh, gotcha. Okay, so I've actually already done some stuff that I can tick off my to-do list. I'm currently on 4,380 steps. The reason I do have a step goal in there, I don't like hold myself to it. I'm like, you must get 10,000 steps every single day. Like, no. I just find that because I'm sedentary most of the day, if I am editing, one, it messes up my back a lot. I do notice a big difference in just my overall well-being when I am getting more steps. Obviously, I feel like my digestion is better. I feel better in myself. It's a way to just get my, what do they call it? Your resting something higher because you're moving more. It's just better to not be sat all day, which the walking pad helps significantly with that. So that was honestly the best purchase of 2023. That and my automatic bin, which I need to get a new one of because it broke. Charlie is currently splooting on the ground. Show them your sploot. Sploot. She just kind of sits, looks out the window. I'm gonna get these stories, and I'm also gonna probably listen to Kingdom of Ash. It's so good. I'm so scared. Like, someone's gonna die. Someone's gonna die. It's the end of a series, and I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, I have managed to stay off Throne of Glass TikTok, and I don't know what's gonna happen in the slightest. So I thought someone was gonna die at one point, and I was like, oh my gosh. But it was all good so far. So. Happy Tuesday. I am so sore after my massage. I'm getting a parcel. Oh my goodness. What is this? Mystery parcel. I am so much more sore today than I was. Oh, are we like a bit overexposed here? I'm so much more sore today than I was after the first time. What is this? Oh, stop. This is so exciting. I think I have gotten GHDPR like maybe like once in the past, but like years and years and years ago. That is so exciting. This is their new Conagh Professional HD Motion Responsive Styler. Okay, we look super. That's better. Oh my gosh. Wow. Very rarely do I straighten my hair. I don't actually remember the last time that I like properly straightened it. I just think curls look way better on me. So that is cool. But I used to be able to do the whole like curly whirly thing with the straightener, but it can be a bit tricky, especially since my hair is not like the most healthy. But that's fun. Thank you so much. How exciting. Back to the massage. Oh my goodness. I'm so sore today. I feel like I've been beat up. Like honestly, I don't have as much bruising as I did last time, but I've got a couple cupping marks on my traps. And she has acknowledged to me that she is very firm, and if I went somewhere else it might not even be as firm as what she does, but which is good because she released my psoas. She worked on my hip flexors and my glutes. Like my glutes feel bruised, and she presses on certain, well not presses, she digs her heart and soul into the pressure points, and it honestly like triggered a headache and it made me feel like I was gonna throw up, but it's good. I haven't gone to the gym. I'm feeling a bit guilty, but I feel so sore. I probably should have like a bath or something, but I'm not really a bath person. I hate getting overheated, and a bath is just a big ol' overheating situation. But we started our morning with another little walk with Charlie, which is really nice. My boyfriend's at the gym at the moment. It's nearly 12 p.m. Don't know where the day is going. Today's gonna be definitely an editing heavy day. Oh my gosh. I feel like I have DOMs. It's that crazy. It's that crazy. I talked about it in the vlog that I scrapped, but I've decided that I want to go back to blonde. Don't yell at me, please. I know, I mean, I haven't done anything wrong here. I don't not like it. However, I just don't feel as confident and as myself like I do with blonde hair, and I swear blonde hair is an addiction. Once you go blonde, it feels like my soul color, and it's just, I don't know. So I've kind of been purposely trying to fade my hair and not using the copper hair mask that I have. I actually really do like the color of it though. It's kind of like a really light brown, like a warm, maybe, would we call this strawberry blonde? I don't actually know. Yeah, it's probably like a strawberry blonde brown color. Like I actually quite like this color, but I do want to go back to brown. I mean blonde. You know what my ultimate hair goal would be is like Sabrina Carpenter hair. That, which I've had before. Like my hair has been that blonde before. And I also like would love to get extensions. And I know they're bad for your hair, but I just want to have long hair because it's fun. Anyway, that's my update. I feel like I'm gonna be sick. Hello. It is now the next day. I have processed my thoughts on Kingdom of Ash. I'm also at my parents' house, hence the different background. Oh my goodness. This is going to be no spoilers, so don't worry about that. But that is definitely my favorite Sarah J Maas book so far. The whole book was incredible. Sometimes with Sarah J Maas and like any other book or fantasy books, I feel like in particular, because there's a lot of like politics and world building, you kind of have to get through maybe some boring parts, but it's worth it in the end when it all kind of ties together. Kingdom of Ash though was just so good the entire way through. I flew through that. I did listen to the audiobook as well, but for it being as thick as it is, I feel like, and I'm not the fastest reader, I honestly flew through it, and I'm sad now that I'm like not in the world. But I have started, I've read the prologue of House of Flame and Shadow. I'm a little bit worried though, because I feel like people's reviews of it aren't that good, but I have learned to not listen to what other people say, because I think most of my opinions that I have on books are different to what other people say, which that makes sense. Some people love tomatoes, some people hate tomatoes, you know? Just depends if you like tomatoes or not. Also, I freaking broke my nail, didn't I? I think I need to maybe not get this long of a nail, because I'm just so rough with my hands. So I've ordered some nail glue on Amazon, because my nail tech's going out of the country for a few weeks, so I can't like pop in to see her. I've got the nail's intact, and like my nail bed didn't rip or anything. She doesn't look fabulous, but I'm just gonna glue it back on, because I don't want to look like this for the next 3 weeks. So, but yeah, it is Thursday today. I'm getting some stuff done at my house, so that's why I'm at my parents' house. I brought Charlie here, so we're just out of the way. I really need to get to the gym this morning, because I think when you get to the point when it's been so long since you've done something, you kind of it's harder to get back into it. So I know once that I go and once that I get that first session done, I'll fall back into going regularly. I feel like I had something else to say, but I don't think I do. I would highly recommend Throne of Glass. A lot of people have asked me whether I think you should read Charlie. A lot of people have asked whether I think you should read Throne of Glass or Crescent City first after reading ACOTAR, because I feel like most people start with ACOTAR. I would say it's like the easier one to get into. Throne of Glass is pretty easy to get into. I think if you're not familiar with fantasy, Throne of Glass is just very overwhelming. So I think that's why I started with Crescent City. But Crescent City is very complex in my personal opinion compared to Throne of Glass and compared to ACOTAR. But I don't think it affects your ability of understanding the story. Like, there's nothing that happens in Throne of Glass that you need to know before reading Crescent City, you know? Like, there are some like hintings at things and like, oh, maybe this is a reference to that and this is that. But in terms of like understanding the plot, no, you don't need to read Throne of Glass first. I actually have a feeling I'm going to reread Throne of Glass because it was that good. Maybe not Tower of Dawn, we'll see. And maybe not Assassin's Blade, definitely Kingdom of Ash, because that was so good. And now I really want to read ACOTAR. The only books that I read are Sarah J Maas. I really need to step out of my bubble in terms of reading other books written by other authors. I'm such a fantasy girl too, because I find that nothing else interests me. I don't feel like I like romances. Part of me wants to try Magnolia Parks because I do love Gossip Girl and I've heard that it's similar to that. So I don't know. I'm just gonna do some editing and then head to the gym. It's like 9 o'clock right now, so I need to not procrastinate that. I can't believe I broke my nail, just knocked her off. Like, how hard was I doing whatever I was doing to fully take off an acrylic? Apparently pretty hard.